What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video and reports coming from Argentina and from England state. Alexis MacAllister's transfer to Liverpool is 95% done, and basically his father and agent will travel to England next week and everything is well advanced, and Alexis MacAllister's arrival is imminent at Liverpool. That's what Cesar Luis Merlo is reporting. The contract of Alexis MacAllister is up to 2028 and Liverpool offered him 3 times the salary that he is getting at Brighton. So he's getting more than a 200% wage increase at Liverpool, and that is one of the reasons why he was convinced to join Liverpool. Of course, the other is Jurgen Klopp is a world-class manager. We have a Liverpool rebuild going on and he could be a key puzzle. And also, Liverpool are a regular Champions League club who will compete, hopefully for just one season, in the Europa League. And MacAllister's contract will be a 5-year contract, and just the final minor details are set to be completed. And I think Liverpool and the Liverpool-based journalists are waiting for the season to finish tomorrow, and then they will announce that the deal is almost completed, almost done. Wayne Vasey, another journalist, he is based in England, he is revealing that Liverpool deal for Alexis MacAllister is 95% done, and Liverpool offered him a huge salary, tripling his wages at Liverpool from his Brighton wages. So if you are excited about this news, leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here, so never miss the latest Liverpool transfer news updates. And also we will have a lot of other Liverpool news in this video. And even the Brighton manager De Zerbi has admitted that Alexis MacAllister is very likely to leave Brighton, and Brighton are already working on his replacement, signing his replacement. They are already working on deals to sign Mahmoud Dahoud from Dortmund, James Milner from Liverpool. And I think because Liverpool have a good relationship with Brighton, that helped of course the deal. But the main point is Alexis MacAllister wants to come to Liverpool, so Liverpool's pull is still huge even without Champions League football. And it is believed that Liverpool behind the scenes have already met with the representatives of Alexis MacAllister and offered him a contract worth more than £150,000 per week. MacAllister reportedly earns just £50,000 per week wages on a deal running until June 2025. So if Brighton wants to maximize the money that they can get from MacAllister deal, they have to sell him now, because next summer MacAllister will only have 1 year left on his contract. So Wayne Vasey is reporting that Liverpool have not secured the full agreement with the player and with Brighton, but they are increasingly confident because negotiations are at the most advanced stage of any potential new signing for this summer. Alexis MacAllister has 12 goals and 3 assists in 39 appearances in all competitions for Brighton, and he also contributed a goal and an assist in 6 starts for Argentina on their way to winning the World Cup. And Jurgen Klopp in his pre-match press conference has even referenced that some signings don't take more time than others. Some signings don't get done as quickly as Liverpool are hoping for, and he is referencing either Ryan Gravenberch or Romeo Lavia. These are the 2 players that we are interested in as well, and maybe Manuel Ugarte. I potentially will have an update on the Manuel Ugarte situation tomorrow as well. And we desperately need a goal-scoring midfielder who can be an ever-present in the Liverpool midfield, because not since Wijnaldum did we have a midfielder who is very durable. He hardly ever gets injured, and that's exactly what MacAllister is. Apart from, of course, his huge qualities, availability is as much as important as ability. I mean, look at Mo Salah. If he got injured like so many times as Naby Keita or Alexis Chamberlain, we would have probably sold him for a big profit. But because he's available in like 98% of the games and he's scoring an incredible amount of goals because of the availability as well, he became a Liverpool legend, and hopefully Alexis MacAllister can follow in the footsteps of other great midfielders. And his injury record is pretty pretty awesome. His longest injury in the last 2 years has been a 3 games off because of COVID, and he has missed 1 game with a back injury. So hopefully he maintains that level of fitness, because that not since Gini Wijnaldum did we have a midfielder as durable as Alexis MacAllister seemed to be. And also I want to take a look at Liverpool's financial situation, because many people are worried that not qualifying for the Champions League will hinder Liverpool spending a lot of money. And I will use Mo Chatra's Twitter thread. He's a brilliant financial expert on Twitter, and despite the loss of Champions League football, Liverpool's turnover should still remain very healthy. The revenues for Liverpool for this season will be around £580 million, which is a little bit lower than the season before, but not by much. Revenues for last season was £594 million. And next season our turnover will be just a little bit lower, approximately 560-570 million pounds, because we will miss out on the Champions League money, but we will also have a bigger stadium, like more capacity, and also bigger sponsorship deals as well. And Liverpool, in terms of revenue, will still be ahead of Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham, but we will be behind Manchester United and Man City, whose revenues are massively inflated by their owners, the country of the United Arab Emirates. 570 million for next season is projected based on Liverpool going on a deep run in the Europa League and the top 4 finish. So if Liverpool underachieve next season, we will miss out on potentially a lot of money as well. The lack of Champions League money should be offset by bigger stadium, higher matchday revenues, and also bigger sponsorship deals, plus the wages will come down, because the Liverpool wages will get smaller bonuses or less bonuses for playing in the Europa League and not Champions League related bonuses. There were recent headlines about Liverpool missing out on £100 million of Champions League prize money, but the overall effect is nowhere near as severe. Liverpool are pretty clever when it comes to their wage structure, because a lot of the wages are based on what competition Liverpool qualify for. If we qualify for new European football, the Liverpool players just get a base level, and then with each European competition we get bonuses. The Liverpool players get bonuses, and if Liverpool getting to Europa League final would match the revenues of this season, where Liverpool went out in the last 16 of the Champions League, the bottom line is Liverpool have enough money to sign big players, and with the right kind of players, Liverpool can challenge for the Premier League title next season. But we have to get this transfer window spot on, absolutely perfect. We have to nail every signing, because the gap is quite huge between Liverpool and Manchester City. And I'm sorry, Man City are the benchmark with their overinflated, bloated squad. They have a bunch of 50-60 million pound players sitting on their bench, not even playing for them regularly. Calvin Phillips is a great example. There is no other team, apart from maybe Man United, who can keep signing these 50 million pound players, whether they work out or not. And Jurgen Klopp also admitted that Fabio Carvayo could be loaned out from Liverpool next season. He said there is a possibility that Carvayo will go on loan. This was not Fabio Carvayo's best year in his career, but it might have been his most important. No player has impressed me more than Fabio. This very talented boy came here with big dreams, big expectations. It was okay in the beginning, but then didn't work out later in the season. But his work ethic will give him a fantastic career. He trained and he got nothing in terms of team selection. His reactions in a row, I never saw that before, which is very interesting. So Fabio Carvayo basically did nothing wrong, apart from not being physical enough in the Premier League. I distinctly remember the first game back after the World Cup. Liverpool played Man City in the League Cup away. We lost 3-2. Fabio Carvayo scored a goal, but he was bullied off the ball so many times by bigger, stronger, more muscular Man City players, and also he misplaced the ball sometimes. And that performance really was the nail in the coffin in Carvayo's season, because since then he hardly ever played football for Liverpool, which seems very, very harsh considering what kind of season he had at Fulham. I mean, he played 7 minutes against Leicester City recently. Then before that he played 3 minutes for Bournemouth, 1 minute against Real Madrid, 3 minutes against Bournemouth, 1 minute against Real Madrid. The last time he actually started was in the FA Cup when Liverpool won against Wolves in a replay. He played 65 minutes, and before that was that Man City game where he scored and then got subbed off in the first half. So since that Man City game he started once, and otherwise he played 10 minutes in 3 substitute appearances, which I think is very, very harsh, because he has been on the bench quite a lot of times. I just don't understand, with Liverpool having this midfield crisis. Even in this poor Liverpool midfield, Fabio Carvayo didn't get minutes. But that's the thing. Fabio Carvayo is not yet good enough to play as a left winger, which is his best position, and he's not suited. His skill set, his physicality, his lack of defending skills are not suited to playing that box-to-box midfield role. And that's the only 2 positions mainly that Liverpool could use Fabio Carvayo in. So maybe that's why Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp didn't use him more often. I'm just trying to think with Jurgen Klopp's head. It's impossible, of course, because he is the best manager in the world. But maybe that was one of the reasons why Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp didn't use him more often. I also love Mo Salah's post on Instagram and Twitter where he said, "I'm totally devastated. There is absolutely no excuse for this season. We had everything we needed to make it to the next year's Champions League and we failed. We are Liverpool FC and qualifying to the Champions League is the bare minimum. I'm sorry, but it's too soon for an uplifting or optimistic post. We let you, the fans, and ourselves down." And I mean, it wasn't because of Mo Salah. Yes, he had some dry spells during the season, but overall 45 goal contributions is absolutely amazing in probably Jurgen Klopp's worst season since his first season, where we finished 8th, but we've made it to the Europa League final. You could argue that this season was even worse than that because of the lack of the progress in the cup competitions. And I think Salah is a winner. He's really, really ambitious, and that's the kind of ambition that we need at Liverpool from Jurgen Klopp and from the owners. And I'm especially really, really curious to see how deep the owners will dig into their pocket, because if they don't support Jurgen Klopp this summer, it will be really toxic among the Liverpool fan base, and it should be towards the owners. I mean, more and more Liverpool fans should demand the owners to take care of Liverpool's playing squad much, much better, because signing just 1 midfielder in 4 years is not good enough. Us waiting for the Jude Bellingham for 2 years and then ultimately him going to Real Madrid is not good enough. We should have signed a big midfielder last summer, or at least in the January transfer window. But let's also see what Jurgen Klopp said about Mo Salah's post, because some newspapers were posting nonsense that Salah wants to leave Liverpool because of this post, which is absolutely rubbish. Jurgen Klopp said, "In the world of social media, so many bad things happen constantly, and I don't think that Salah post was one of them. It was just a normal description of Salah's feelings. In the moment after the game, he's right. I don't think it is the moment to send an optimistic message. But I saw him in the canteen just now, and he was smiling. He wasn't in a bad mood. For a long time it was clear this will not be a historically good season. We are absolutely not happy with it. We made mistakes. We couldn't deliver consistently enough, but I think the last 10 games, even after the training camp in Dubai, the amount of points we picked up after the World Cup was pretty good, and if we could have done that over the whole season, we would be in a different place." Yes, in the past 22 games, Liverpool have been a top 4 team, but we messed up the first half of the season so badly. We did not deliver what we wanted or expected, but we are still really united. We learned to deal with the situation. We didn't get divided in one moment between manager and team, which is super helpful. We didn't point fingers at each other. If you don't qualify for the Champions League, the best possible place you can end up is 5th, and we did that. if you'd asked me with 10 games to go, if that would be possible, I would have said no. We were very self-critical, but I saw very good signs to take into next season. The better the player you want, the lesser desire of the other club to let him go. So we are prepared for that. It's a long window and a long pre-season. And if we get a player in now or in 6 or 7 games, it is not a game changer. We need to get players, and when they happen, in an ideal world, of course, they all sign tomorrow, and I can give them plans for the summer break, but that will not happen. And Jurgen Klopp will make changes against Southampton, so expect a lot of players who don't usually start, and maybe, Bobby Firmino will start, maybe Alexis Chamberlain will start, Naby Keita, even though he's missing with a mysterious injury once again. Maybe Kelleher will start, and Darwin Núñez and other players. So I'm really looking forward to the Southampton game. Liverpool have no pressure on them. The season is pretty much already over. So let's play a good game. Let's try and win and see some good football, and then let's prepare for next season. Thanks for watching, guys. I will keep you updated on the latest transfers. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.